raid for literally 10 minutes straight in this build. That was just crap. I missed the meteor, but yeah. How's it going, guys? Tune in. We're going to pause the music. Okay, so welcome, guys. Welcome to the build video for the most ridiculous tank build known to man. Now, this build really does need a Nightblade. The reason we run Nightblade is by using our shadow skills. We get enormous health from our passives. If I quickly show you that passive, it is the third on the shadow tree, I believe. Just double check that. There you go. Each shadow ability slot increases your max health by 3%. With that, we are using 5 Armor Master. This gives us max health, physical resistance, spell resistance. Those resistances do help, but it's not that important. It's mostly the health we're after. But the big one is, while you have an armor ability slotted, increase your max health by 5%. It's all about stacking as much health as possible. With that, we are then running 2 Malibeth. You could actually run any PvE set. You could even just run 1 and 1, but you want to make sure whatever it is has a 1 item for health. That's basically all that matters. So I think what you're looking at is Malibeth, Scourge, whatever the Scourge thing is. It's some dodgy set, but basically the main bet is Malibeth, or 1 Malibeth and 1 Scoria, something like that. With that, we're then running 5 Vasalas on our other bar. So we're putting 3 on the Jewelry for gold. They are all stamina costs because we want to reduce that cost as much as possible. It is a 100% tank build, so do remember that. If we then move on to the skills, we do need an armor skill on each bar. So we have a movable brute here and shuffle here. To be honest, we're never going to cast those because taking damage is also our heal. We are then on our other bar having absorb magic. Now this is the bulk of your build, guys. If anyone is casting on you with magicka, it is an automatic full health. The heal from this is huge. The tank ability is insane. And at the same time, we're also stacking that with spike bone shield. This is another massive damage shield. And with that, we also have shadow image for a damage reduction and fear for damage reduction. The main reason we're using these two is obviously for shadows, and veil has to be your ultimate because we are using shadow skills to get our health up. The reason we're going for bolstering darkness is because it does give us a 60% damage reduction. It's purely a tanking build. If you want to play a DPS build, at the same time, I'm going to be releasing straight after this a video for a Stamina Nightblade build that is very different take. It is probably the biggest DPS possible on a Stamina Nightblade. It has huge bleeds. So that will come straight after this on the videos, guys. Onto our other bar now. We're running siphoning attacks. We do obviously have one spot that is not a shadow skill on the other. There's no point having more health on one bar than the other, especially off our shield bar. So we're running siphoning attacks there just for some sustain, though it doesn't matter because we're going to weave heavy attacks every time, like you would have seen in the clip before. Shuffle, as I said, is a dodge chance. We can put it on, but it doesn't matter that much. We have Refreshing Path and Dark Cloak for our shadow abilities, and then we simply have Bolstering Darkness again to get the shadow passive. But here is the most ridiculous part of this build. We are a vampire, and we run this skill here, Drain Essence. Consume an enemy's life force, dealing 1/600 damage. That's obviously crap. Restoring 25% of your missing health every 1 second for 3 seconds. Now, we're running 61k health. Okay, if we had to drop to 1 health, this full heal will put us up to nearly 40k health in one cast of this ability. It's insane healing. Yeah, basically, as long as we're not getting executed, we can heal to full health. Lastly, champion points. We're not going to really bother about food. It's just stamina and health food, but it's mostly really obvious here. We're stacking stamina cost reduction because we want to keep these skills cheap. We have 40 in tenacity. This gives us resource spec on heavy attacks. We do have to use the heavy attacks. And then lastly, the bulk of our points are going in blessed for healing in the blue tree. And in the red tree, we have most of our points in Bastion for the damage shield. So that is the build for this full tank build. Obviously, it is a complete troll build. I have run it a few times on stream. It's not that interesting to play, in honesty, but it is complete troll. If you do want to play something bullshit that is physically impossible to kill unless you have a decent sized group, feel free to play it. But yeah, we're going to move on to the Stam Nightblade, guys. So I'm going to hop onto there, and we're going to slap some ass, basically. 2 secs while I relog. We're going to kill something. I'm going to slap the music back on. Welcome everyone from the stream.